After 4 years of relationship, I find out my girlfriend is 48 instead of 27. The first few days felt like being underwater. Not sad, not angry, just numb. You go from waking up next to someone every day, someone you trusted, to lying alone in bed, replaying every conversation, every smile, every I love you, wondering how much of it was fake. And the answer? Too much. I didn't block her. I didn't go on some revenge spree. I just disconnected. But the real blow didn't come from her. It came from the world around me. The first time I saw our mutual friends after the breakup, one of them just raised his eyebrows and said, "So you finally found out?" That sentence hit harder than anything she ever said. They knew. Not all the details, maybe, but they knew she wasn't 27. They thought I was in on it. Or worse, they thought I didn't care. Turns out, everyone had theories. Her skin, the way she carried herself, her outdated references, how she always avoided birthday parties or showing her ID. I chalked it up to quirks. They chalked it up to lies. And now, suddenly, I wasn't just the guy who got lied to. I was the guy who got played. The shame didn't come from being cheated on. It came from being the last to know. People would look at me like, damn, how didn't you catch that? Even if they didn't say it out loud, you could see it in their eyes. And I started to ask myself the same question. Was I that blind, that desperate, that naive? She texted me 3 days later, just said, "I'm sorry, I miss you." No explanation, no attempt to make it right, just emotional bait. I didn't respond, but I wanted to. God help me. I wanted to ask, why? Why do this to me? But I didn't, because I knew the answer wouldn't heal me. It'd just deepen the wound. I started therapy the next week, not because of her, but because of what I saw in myself during the silence that followed. I realized I had been so eager to believe in love that I ignored red flags the size of billboards. I let her avoid questions. I let her control the narrative. I chose comfort over clarity. I almost smiled. Almost. Then I remembered that photo was taken on my birthday. I turned 30. She was already 44, and she knew I thought we were the same age. She even bought me a 90s baby hoodie that year. Now it just feels like a joke I didn't get until it wasn't funny anymore. The aftermath isn't loud. It's not screaming or breaking things or public outbursts. It's quiet. It's sitting alone in your apartment, questioning your reality, your choices, your self-worth. It's realizing you gave 4 years to a ghost, a person who never existed the way she said she did. But the truth, I needed this fallout because it broke the spell. It made me look inward. It made me ask why I needed her to be who she said she was so badly that I ignored who she really was. Sometimes healing doesn't come from answers. It comes from clarity. And clarity is painful, but it's also the beginning of peace. Next up, part 4, the confession, when she finally tells the truth, but it's nothing like you expected.